Welcome back to Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Vinny.
I am Dylan.
And today we're going to talk about a useful tool in kind of doing some research about, prominent investors. And then we're also specifically going to talk about Michael Burry's most recent 13F filing. You know what a 13F filing is, Dylan?
This is not my area of expertise.
Yeah, it's all good. So within 45 days of the calendar quarter ending, anyone that manages more than $100 million in assets, whether it be for public investors or for private funds, must disclose their filing, the current holdings as of December 31st.
Okay.
Yeah, so like this week, we're recording this mid-February, so today's February 21st, 2021. The holdings for December 31st, 2020 all had to be released basically this week.
Wait, so these are what he was holding last year?
Yeah, at the end of the calendar year 2020. That's what he was holding.
Is there a way to know what he's holding
now?
Right now?
No, it's delayed. You only get this information 45 days after the quarter is ended.
Okay. Damn.
So yeah, exactly. Right. So for those of you who don't know who Michael Burry is, he's the guy that was played by Christian Bale in the Big Short. So he's kind of famous for being a deep value investor, as he foretold the 2008 financial crisis kind of coming, and was able to make quite a bit of money over that. I want to say
a lot.
Yeah, over the 10 years that Michael Burry had his public investment fund available, I think he returned a total of 491% in the 10 years. So he basically averaged 50% a year return for 10 years.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty strong.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So this website here, let me just kind of go over there and scroll on up. So it's called Whale Wisdom. Whalewisdom.com.
I get it, because they're the whale. Wow.
They're the whale. Yeah, very good, Dylan. So this is kind of a website where it allows you a little bit easier integration of those 13F filings and helps you kind of make your way through them a little bit better. If you go to the SEC, this information is published over there, and it doesn't show you like the change from previous quarters, that sort of stuff, whereas we'll be able to see that here. So Scion Asset Management here is Michael Burry's current family office, if you will. So this is private money that he's investing there. And if we kind of scroll down here, it's kind of laid out pretty well in terms of things that he was accumulating during that time, the last fiscal quarter there, versus things he got rid of last quarter. Then we'll also be able to go into the entire holdings and see what's there.
Wait, does that said he sold GameStop on December 31st?
Yes, he was one of the folks who listed GameStop. Yeah, Michael Burry
sold before it went crazy. Then
yes, but his cost basis on it was like I want to say it was under $5 a share. He still like quadrupled his money.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, that was one of the real debates, was whether or not Michael Burry was still holding some GameStop at when the craziness ensued there, but he was not.
That is a bummer.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So the kind of open this thing up here, and we'll actually see this is the full spreadsheet basically of everything that currently is within his portfolio here, and you can sort it by numerous different ways in terms of if you want to see the default here is in terms of market value, what percentage of the portfolio that this position occupies. Yep.
So his heaviest percentage is Citigroup.
Yeah. It's actually a call option though. You see how it says call right there next to the C?
Oh.
Yeah. So he's got call options right now, which are comprise some of his larger bets, I guess you could say, on Citigroup, Pfizer, and Kraft Heinz. Yeah, which is kind of interesting, the finance aspect. So Michael Burry exited both, I think it was a Bank of America and a JP Morgan position in the last quarter. Actually, if you look, you can toggle this in a way to show what everything he closed out. JP Morgan and
calls. Okay.
Bank of America. Yeah, so he's kind of like rotated towards the riskier, less desirable banks, if you will.
Yeah, actually, was Citigroup is the one that we both liked, though. That was
Yeah,
they're pretty solid.
yeah,
I was actually about to buy some.
yeah. Well, you'd be in good bet. Good company right now with both me and Michael Burry. Mostly me.
Well, me and Michael Burry are basically the same person. So.
Yeah. I mean, do you have just one eye?
Does he have one eye?
Yeah, he has one eye, and he's also a doctor. I don't know if you knew that.
So he's got a good eye for stocks?
I like what you did there.
Wait, does he really have one eye?
Yeah, he really does have one eye.
Oh man, that's wild. Why does he have one eye?
I don't recall. I know
I'm
he
on
lost
it.
it
You
as
do
a
your
child,
thing.
but
I'll
yeah. So, if you want to look at his new holdings here, we kind of already talked about those. I laughed in one of our previous videos here today. Dylan was talking about negotiating with his internet provider, and he mentioned this little company called CenturyLink. If you happen to see there that it's one of Michael Burry's newest accumulations is in CenturyLink.
I don't. Maybe every state's different. But here, CenturyLink can get you almost a full 20 meg download speed, which if you know anything about the internet, it's not good.
No,
they're not good.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. But some of the other companies that Michael Burry invested in here, DNOW is a drilling company, like oil drilling. If you go into the individual, sorry, 1 second. Stocks, it actually will tell you briefly a little about them. So oil drilling, that sort of thing. It's certainly interesting given the current oil prices. And this little graph here is kind of interesting. If you look at that green line, that is showing you like accumulation amongst large players in this stock, basically. So amongst like 13F filings, this stock has been on like an uptrend over the last few years. So kind of interesting. It's not a company I know much about, but I think it's a good place to go to get some new or different trading ideas, just to find some investors that you respect, and you can kind of dig into their current holdings and try to understand their thought process and methodology a little bit.
So quick update: he lost an eye to cancer at 2. He also did go to medical school and was a Stanford Hospital neurology resident, and then a pathology resident, and then said, "Screw it, I'm going to start a hedge fund."
Exactly.
I don't think he finished, actually.
No, he did not finish residency. I knew that.
Man, what a failure, right?
I know, right? I know one of the other plays that's in here that's kind of interesting. So Kimball International, if you caught my value pick from last week, is a holding of Michael Burry's. He did trim the position back about 9%. He is up about 10%, I think, from where he started the position. It actually will tell you what their estimated cost basis here as well, and then kind of where the stock trades now. So that's kind of the quick glance you can use to find things that haven't moved a lot since when they bought them. But he's also started to accumulate some position in insurance companies. There's Allstate, and one that I found kind of interesting was not Unit. Where was it? Was it CXW? Yeah. Core Civic. It's a for-profit prison.
What?
Biden kind of shut down the federal government using for-profit prisons.
Right.
So people are not kind of surprised that we were, that by that move. So they've had a quarterly, a decrease in their stock price of late, kind of since the election here. But I thought it was an interesting move. I'm not really sure what his thought process is there, but it seems like a good deep value pick, if you will.
Well, I guess also this is also like old though, right? So he could have exited that position.
Well, he held this as of 6 weeks ago, basically. We know.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah. And there was another finance company on here that I kind of found a little interesting. I have to do a little bit more digging. This one right here. Ares Capital Corporation. It's kind of a mid-size, loan corporation. But the crazy thing on them, let me see if I can go. So they've had a good run.
Vinny,
what's up?
Oh, it just fixed. You're good.
Oh
man, your camera, it was super delayed and then just sped up like a lot. And I think you might be.
Interesting.
No, you're still very delayed.
Okay. Great. Well, the interesting part for this Ares Capital Corporation is look at their dividend yield, 8.91%.
Oh
Utterly
wow,
insane.
that's
Yeah.
really high.
Yeah, I know. I need to do some more digging. Obviously, they have like all their loan portfolio published on the website, but really evaluating that loan portfolio is above my pay grade. But
Can you go over what a high dividend percentage is and why that matters real quick?
so basically, this is saying that for every dollar you put in, you'll receive 8.9 cents back yearly in terms of dividends, meaning payments directly to you. So it's a way to generate income from your underlying position, much like if you actually own the company directly, right? If you own a company, whatever profits the company generates, some of it will be reinvested back into the company, some of it gets paid out as dividends. And
Right.
the company is pretty mature, so they have a pretty high dividend rate. 8.91% is phenomenal. And if you look at their forward PE there, it's 10.1, so it's a pretty good value
Oh
company.
wow,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty solid.
I mean, it's not terribly out of line with the rest of the banking sector because you see many banks these days. I mean, Citigroup I think is like under 10 at this point. Put it that way. So there's certainly a lot of value from that aspect in the banking industry. But yeah, this is just want to give you guys another tool to kind of explore and look around a little bit and learn a little bit more about some of the well-known prominent investors and what sort of holdings they currently have. So I would wow, that's really
Yeah,
delayed.
no, it's super delayed.
Interesting. All right.
The production value for two stupid guys trade stocks is not high.
Yeah, that's impressive. I want
Yeah,
my $8 back from my app, Epic Cam.
I mean, mine's working fine, so I don't.
I know, but you were having a little trouble getting started today too.
No, that's my
Uh,
computer.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, wellwisdom.com. That's the website. We'll link it in the description below. Go ahead and check that out. You can kind of learn a little bit about some of the well-known famous investors and see what they currently are holding or were holding as of December 31st.
All right, sweet. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.